What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel. That's this channel right here, Blunt Money Bets. Like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Let me know what y'all on. If you're watching this on Twitter, give me a heart and a retweet. Let's try and break that record. And today is Friday, so we got Fridays with Flo. I'll let him introduce himself, promote what he got going on. What's the vibes, my boy?
How we doing, everybody? Friday, first Friday of the new year. Let's get to this money. Find me on YouTube on Sports with Flo and on Twitter, Stephen Florival, Stephen Flo Rival. Find me on Twitter. Give me a follow. Let's get to this bread. Let's get to it.
And we have officially already, because I'll be forgetting, reached the promotion portion of the program. So yeah, if you're watching this right now, you just join my shit, hit the like. We appreciate it. Recap of yesterday before we get this thing going. Yesterday was pretty good. I don't even know what I gave out on the channel. Let me look at my notes. I know we smacked a couple things. We talked about the block shit. I'm trying to think. I feel like oh man, our boost came one rebound short. Clay was looking like a top scorer. So was Branham. I didn't get Branham out though. Either way it go, like I had boosts and shit. I hit like a plus 1400. I put a boost on it. Not even a boost. I just put something on the timeline on DraftKings, hit a plus 1400, and a couple other ones I can't really think of. But either way it go, won 3 units yesterday. Didn't have no straights. So yeah, man, yesterday was fun. Gonna try and keep it up today. We up 8 units on the week, and I ain't about to turn into the nigga that count this shit like that, because I told y'all I don't be counting shit. We be eating, I don't be counting shit. I'm only counting this shit because this whole week is a back in blood week, because last week was our first losing week since NBA season started. So that's the only reason why I'm keeping these numbers. I don't got time for this shit. Like, I know when I'm making money, when I'm not. But with that being said, let's get into it. All right, yesterday was pretty good. Big slate today, so let's get into it. The way this is gonna work, I'm gonna knock out my straights, let Flo knock out his straights. Then we'll probably get into the comments if they jumping down there, and then go to the blunt money bets. And then that'd probably be that, because we each got shows that we probably want to support and be on today. So yeah, that'd probably be that. All right. So let's get into it. First, my straight bets, and I want the time to be perfect. All right, 250 for the timestamps. I got 5 straight bets. Wait,
nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. But two for a unit and 3 for half a unit. They all are down there. All the straight bets are down there. I was kind of rushing trying to put them in. That's one reason why I was late. Like trying to get all them in and shit. So they may, you know what I mean? They should be right. You know what I mean? But if they not, always refer back to the manual. That being me. All right. So let's get into the unit bets first. AD over 2.5 blocks. Love it. Shout out to the Day One Dreamers that was on this channel when we had like 89 subscribers. So that's basically when I started during the playoffs. And those that know, AD steals and blocks was a wagon.
Oh my God.
Playing that shit at 2.5, and it ended at 4.5. That's where that shit closed. Like his blocks, I think in one game was 4.5. Dead ass, maybe 3.5 for just the blocks. It had got crazy, man. So I remember that. So as soon as I remember that, I just started doing some capping. And yeah, it is what it is, man. AD, let's see. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so his last 9 games, and you got 5 playoff games in between these. So you got their last regular season game that he just played, and then you got like playoff games in between that, and then you got the rest of regular season since he's been a Laker. All right, so basically 6 blocks, 5 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 2 blocks, 7 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 2 blocks, 5 blocks. I ain't gonna sit up here and have y'all waiting all day. Basically, that's 7 of 9, and he's got 2 blocks in his last 9 games. So expect that to be on my boost that I have not cooked up later. But yeah, expect 82 blocks to be on there. So with all that being said, AD over 2.5 blocks, he averages 3.5 blocks versus Memphis in the regular season since 2020, and he averages four something in the playoffs. Put that shit together. Let's just call it the average 4 blocks. Love it. Big fan of AD. Was gonna ladder it, but when I seen 5 blocks with plus 440, I'm like, hell no. Nah. But I did do something with his 4 blocks. All right. So Anthony Davis over 2.5 blocks, plays for the Lakers. That's a unit bet. Next, another unit bet. Then we get into the half unit joints. Nick Claxton over 2.5 first quarter rebounds, and I put that with the Boston money line. That's like a minus 132. All right. We've been talking about Nick Claxton on this channel. I feel like for like a month, he's taking his double doubles and blocks and shit. But honestly, every day we've been talking about him. Probably for the last week, ever since me and Fahrenheit, shout out to the homie Fahrenheit, he probably popped in with his plays. Ever since me and Fahrenheit was kind of mano, I was on his unders, Claxton was on his overs. And we was just talking about it on the show, and I was saying how Claxton doesn't play more than 30 minutes. Well, for the first time all season, that night, Son got 36 minutes. I don't know what was up with Day'Ron Sharpe, but that was also against Oklahoma City. He got 36 minutes. And I also been saying ever since then, we hit on Day'Ron, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's not official, but I gave it out on the timeline, told people I liked his lines. We smacked on Day'Ron Sharpe. I am going to have a little something on Day'Ron Sharpe later, but I still don't know if we're going to get Claxton 30-something minutes. Basically, he's going to play 8. No matter what, he's going to play the first 7, 8 minutes of the first quarter. That's his rotation. But recently, in some games, he's been playing 9, 10 minutes. Now, some of that could be the whistle, but some of that could be Day'Ron Sharpe. Day'Ron Sharpe generally gets 8 to 10 minutes per half. Yeah. He's been getting 3 to 5, 3 to 6 minutes in some of these games, 2 of the last 5. It's very interesting. So I don't know if Jacques Vaughn is going to be like, all right, Claxton is going to be the guy going forward and expect just to get maybe 12 minutes from Day'Ron and 36 from Claxton, or if we're going to go back to the split of 29 to whatever, 21. But either way it goes, I still think Nick Claxton can grab 3 rebounds in the first quarter. And if there's some shit where he's playing 10 minutes, oh, look out, he's going to get 4 or 5 rebounds in the first quarter. So Nick Claxton, 3 first quarter rebounds. Hopefully he covers that in the first 4 minutes. In the Boston money line, they're 14-point favorite. I mean, that goes without saying, all right? That is a 1-unit bet. Should be down there, all right? I feel like my homie Pips with all these 2-team 1-unit or 2-team straight bets. All right. These are all half-unit bets. Really like them. I just didn't want to empty the clip today because I anticipated having a bunch of blunt money bets. Don't have them yet. Probably will end up with them. But yeah, didn't want to empty the clip. So I said, all right, we're going to keep these 2 half units. First, keeping it real square, Cleveland, first half full game money line. So this is on FanDuel. Y'all know we play this often. Go on FanDuel, popular, go all the way to the bottom, and you'll see for first half full match result or some shit. Also, if it's on DraftKings, go to game line, scroll, and you'll see the same thing. So Cleveland, first half full game, they just beat Washington by 40. And what is this? Oh, Boston, first quarter full game. Same thing, except for you under popular. Instead of under popular, you find it under first quarter for these first quarter full game lines. It's simple. I think each of these teams, shout out to Mom Who Bets, I think each of these teams can be winning at the end of every quarter. So naturally, I'll just, play Cleveland to win the first half and full game and play Boston to win the first quarter and full game. Got it at a minus 111, threw it on the timeline last night. Really like it. Almost put a full unit on it. But it's janky because you're basically asking for 8 different results here or 4 different results here. So minus 111 for Cleveland, first half full game, and for Boston, first quarter full game money lines. That's on FanDuel. 2 more. Derek White, and this is on DraftKings. Derek White, 1 block. And Domantas Sabonis, 12 rebounds. So y'all know the vibes with Derek White, close to becoming the king of the channel. I swear when I get time, I got to do my king of the channel post because I'll be forgetting. But yeah, Derek White has got a block in 13 of his last 15 games, and he's going against 2 guards that just have no control and a rookie. So he might be guarding Keontae George at times tonight. I mean, that's Keontae going to be in hell. And then Jordan Clarkson, he going to throw up some bullshit. Now, he still might ball, he still might hoop, but he going to throw up some bullshit and turn it over. And Colin Sexton, that's king of throwing up some bullshit and forcing.
Jordan, no, he out of there, man. They about to flip him.
And they've been saying they're going to flip him for a minute now, but hopefully they do because he deserved to go somewhere. I still don't think he'll start a point guard, but I think he'll help somebody a lot off the bench for sure. But yeah, all those guys in there. I think Derek White is going to cover his PRA steals and blocks today, so I definitely like his blocks. Again, he leads the league in blocks amongst guards, and he's got a block in 13 of his last 15 games. Putting that with some bonus 12 rebounds, almost got there with his over 13 and a half rebounds, but I just did some numbers. I'm like, yeah, that's just crazy. But yeah, he's over this number or got this number 12, which is 11 and a half. So yeah, he's over this number 4 of his last 5 games. 23, 19, 21, 10, and 12. And we already know Toronto cannot rebound at all. We've been targeting centers against Toronto all year. Shit, I think King Duran just had 15, 14 rebounds versus him. So yeah, Derek White, 1 block, and Domantas Sabonis, 12 rebounds. That's a minus 111. And that is on DraftKings. And last but not least, Halliburton, 12 assists for the Pacers. And I'm sorry, Derek White played for Boston. Sabonis played for the Kings, Sacramento. Claxton plays for the Nets. All right. But yeah, Boston, team total over 120 and a half, and Halliburton, 12 assists. Boston, team total over 120 and a half. And Tyrese Halliburton, 12 assists from the Pacers. So, Boston, they've covered this number. They've scored 121 points in 8 of their last 10 games. We just saw how the Jazz gave up, I don't know, 120 or something in regulation to Detroit. So imagine what Boston going to do at home on a Friday night. I think it's going to be open season. They might be one of them candidates for like 100 through 3 quarters that I'll be seeing on FanDuel that I haven't played yet, but I've been seeing it. Yeah, that definitely could be a candidate there. So Boston team total over 120 and a half. And Halliburton, 12 assists. It's pretty simple. It's Halliburton, 12 assists. His line is 13 and a half. I think he covers that. He had 16 his last game versus Atlanta. And he's averaging 12.7. So basically 13 assists his last 9 games. Reason why I didn't say his last 10 games, because he missed one of those games. So yeah, his last 9 games, he's averaging 12.7 assists. So yeah, in a game with the total of fucking 260, my God, definitely gotta always take Halliburton assists there. So that is it. All my plays are right down there. Those are the 5 straight bets, 2 1 unit bets, and 3 half unit bets. And that's that. And before we get into Flow, about to get into Flow Straights. If you watching this right now, got like 63, 65 viewers in this thing. If you watching
Like
this right
button.
now, yeah, like the video. I don't even know how much likes in this shit, but yeah, hit the like button. I appreciate that. If you're watching this on, Facebook, same shit. Like and share the stream. If you're liking this on Twitter, heart and retweet. You know the vibes. And yeah, Flo, what you want, my guy?
I got 4 plays, 4 I put on the timeline. 1 I saved for here because gotta say something for everybody. Tune in. You taught me
That's
that.
up. Yeah, always.
At the top, it's in a boost, but whatever. I like it. If we're going down to boost, the boost hit yesterday with FanDuel, and that is Joel Embiid, 30 points. Joel Embiid, 10 rebounds. Joel Embiid has done this in 14 straight games. He gets a Knicks team that is lackluster on the front line. And also, it's the fact that, one, they give up a ton of rebounds, a ton of points. He's 2 games away from tying the record held by Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain, and it's something he cares about. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and he was talking to Zach Lowe, and he was talking about the fact that they were blowing out the Bulls the other night, and they knew because his rest comes at the top of the fourth quarter. At the end of the third quarter, people were clearing out so he could grab the rebounds to get to 10. So he's actively trying to get to 30 and 10. Plus, this is a game you would figure with the Knicks where even if the Sixers win, you would imagine it would still be close with 5-6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So if he plays the full minutes, I think he's going to get to 30 and 10. It's in the boost to plus 120. I took it at minus 116. Whatever. Onward and upward. We don't care about no damn boost. Next, my favorite play of the day is I have 2 favorite plays of this day. But one I think is being slept on is OG Anunoby over 4.5 rebounds. That's at plus 120. It's kind of plummeted at a bunch of places, but I believe at Caesars is plus 120. Simple as this. Philly's allowing the 8th most rebounds to small forwards. Pat Bev was on a podcast I heard the other day and was talking about the fact that Josh Hart and OG Anunoby are going to be big keys for this game because of the way they crash the glass. If you go back and look at the fact that Philly's got to kind of get smacked up from the rebounding from the small forward position on the glass. Last 2 games as a Knick, 13 rebound chances, 10 rebound chances, and he grabs 6 and 8. And I'm also looking at the fact that I'm thinking of like this Knicks system as like kind of like it's like a Thibodeau system. So 16 games since December 1st, a Knicks small forward has grabbed 5 boards in 15 of the 16 when they play 30 plus minutes. OG, barring foul trouble, will be out there for 35, 36 minutes. We know that for a fact. He's going to be going in there guarding Embiid on the perimeter, Maxey, tussling with Tobias. So 4.5 plus 120. I like that. Also went back and looked at, well, what did the other small forwards do against the Sixers under Thibodeau? And that was RJ Barrett. So RJ had 10 games versus the Sixers. Granted, it's a different system. It's against Nick Nurse this time. I get that. But just for comparison's sake, RJ Barrett played 10 games against the Sixers. He had over 4.5 rebounds and 9 of the 10, including games of 10, 9, 6, 5, 10, 7, 8, 8, and 6. So I really believe that this Thibodeau system, especially when Mitchell Robinson's out, the emphasis lately has been we need the small forward to kind of crash down. And just OG in general. Gary Payton had a podcast where he talked about Dennis Rodman, and he was the mess things up guy. That's what OG kind of looks like through 2 games. Like this dude's kind of like just like Ed Reed. Like he's on the perimeter, then he's floating over here, then he's crashing down, then he's on the weak side defense. So I don't even look at it as a small forward. I just look at it like, yeah, this dude's gonna be flying around everywhere, and I need him to grab 5 rebounds in 35 minutes. We'll get on more on that later. I think he's grabbed more than 5. Third play for this game is my second play of the day. Is I'm taking Tyrese Maxey for 2.5 threes, and I'm pairing that with OG for 4 boards. That's plus 142. Tyrese has 3 plus threes in 9 of the last 10 games at home. 2 games at home last year against the Knicks, 4 threes and 5 threes. And we saw what just happened last. Like the Knicks defense is better, but it's still the Knicks. Kobe White slapped them for 6. You know, you gave out that blunt money bet on the timeline at halftime, and Kobe White's 6 was in there. And if DeRozan didn't check out and that game stayed closer, that could have easily hit. But game before that, Ant hit 4, and pre-OG, 1 game before that, Aaron Nesmith has 7. I didn't take anything with it, but a nice little fun fact is I want to say every game besides one of the starting small forward or power forward has 3 threes against the Knicks. Every single game except one. So if you're plugging that in, that's either Tobias Harris or Kelly Oubre. You wouldn't be wrong to take Tobias Harris because Julius Randle gives that space. So I think the value's probably gone off of Oubre. We don't have a line on him yet, but it's probably going to be like 2.5, plus 110, plus 120 when that drop. But back to the play, I like the 2.5 threes with OG's 4 boards, plus 142. And my last play for the day is Julius Randle over 3.5 assists. That was at minus 120. Here's my thing with this. Every advanced number and every stat tells you that Jalen Brunson has insane usage, passes made, potential last game was 19, game for that was 23, 13 assists one game, I want to say 12, 14, I want to say 14 and 13 assist games the last 2 games. 2 things scare me. 1, when everybody on the timeline is on a Knicks play, I'm running them the other way. That's 1. 2, Malachi Flynn might play tonight, and it sounds crazy, but Jalen's playing a lot of minutes. Played like, I want to say 41 game, 39 the other. They can't keep like doing that. So my thought is if Malachi plays, I think there's a chance Jalen only plays 35 minutes, 36 minutes. And those 2 or 3 minutes might be the difference between him getting like 8 assists or 7 assists, you know? I think he still can hit it, but I went to Julius Randle's assists because the usage for him is absurd. I want to say 30+% in both games since that trade. No RJ, no Quickly. He's got to have the ball in his hands. Plus the fact that he's going to be matched up with Tobias Harris, maybe Oubre helping on the weak side. And he just got to pass the ball to dot up the wings because I really think that he's going to have opportunity to just swing it out. And that brings me to my last play, which I saved for here. Dante DiVincenzo over 2.5 threes. 1, the New York Knicks are known as Villanova East. They got all these Villanova boys. Where are they back today? They're back in Philadelphia, a spot where Dante DiVincenzo in the last 2 road games has 4 and 5 threes there. And if you look at his shooting splits, he's a weird dude. Like his home shooting is worse than his road shooting because in his road shooting, he has 5 threes and 3 the last 4 games. Philly is good at guarding the 3-point line, but I'm also thinking that Melton's not in there. So you plug in Batum, and Batum's kind of like slow-footed. He's not what he used to be. So that wing's going to be open. He's going to get like 6 or 7 good looks at it. He's playing 25+ minutes now since the trade. Go look at his logs since playing 25+ minutes. I think the count is up to now 9 of his last 10 are making 3 threes. I saved that one for here. 1, because I didn't want to have 25 plays on my timeline. And I know that I can come here and be embraced by having 5 straights. So let's run them all back. Embiid, the boost, 30+10, 30 points, 10 rebounds. Maxey, 2.5 threes plus OG 4 boards. OG, 4.5 boards at plus 120. Randle over 3.5 assists. and Dante 3 Vincenzo. Over 2.53s minus 120.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, definitely look like some sharp plays. Wrote them all down so I could tell. All right. I'm about to get into my blunt money bets and then we'll see what Flo got. I mean, it's crazy. I'm just looking at my sheet, and I guess this is a good thing. But I'm telling y'all, I anticipated, the max that I'll ever try to give out is 15 blunt money bets. And I envisioned today being a 15 blunt money that day.
Icy.
I That's what I envisioned, but I only got like 8 so far. Now I'll have a few more in the timeline. I have my boost on the timeline. Probably have the live boost on the timeline if I find something. Like I feel like that Knicks live boost be kind of a trap sometimes because sometimes I just can't find no live spots. And but yeah, so I'll have a live boost maybe, but I'll have some live plays probably.
You know what the thing with the Knicks is really quick? I picked
What?
it off last game because I'm always like plotting and tinkering on the side, but not official. One of Brunson and Randall always starts slow in the first quarter. It's like clockwork. And then there's a window where you could take one of them to go to 20 points for like 290, 270, but the window's small. So what I've been doing on the side is like, okay, pick the one who starts slow, take him for 20, and put whatever dude on the other team going off, put him, if he's at 15, put him for 25. If he's at 10, put him for 20. And you get like kind of like a plus 100 plus the boost takes you to plus 140. So
Now, are
that's
you
what I'm going to unveil
sure?
tonight. That's the one I'm on tonight.
No, that makes sense. But are you sure you're getting 20 for plus 290, or you getting 25?
Julius Randle last game had like 5 points at the end of the first or top of the second. 5 points. Was shooting terrible, and his 20 was like plus 240. I almost double dipped again. It was like minus 240. It was crazy, craziness.
Wait, minus or plus 240?
Oh, I said plus. I'm sorry. I meant minus, like minus 270,
Thank
minus
you. Okay,
240.
okay. Because I'm about to say, I
Apologies
know
on
how
that.
these damn live
Yeah,
shits is. They be
yeah,
bullshitting with the price. Okay.
yeah.
No, but I'm seeing what you're saying. You can get like a nice little unit bet out of it, like a minus 110 or something.
Yeah, and it's just like kind of like common sense. Like, yeah, I think the dude's gonna shoot 25 times, gonna get 20 points. Common sense.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I have I have a DraftKings boost, my FanDuel boost, and some live plays. Also, before the show ends, I'll obviously get into my extensive list of lines and shit that I'm waiting to drop. I got 11 names here, it looks like. So yeah, I try to do, and that's another reason why the show started late, because I try to give you guys as much as possible, because I understand everybody is not on Twitter. So I try to give you guys as much as possible on the show. But honestly, on a day like this, I mean, it's a lot of bench guys. But what I will do is what I always do: leave you guys with names and what I would play, what I will look to play, and let you guys do it that way. So, without further ado, let's get into my blunt money bets. Okay, 20. All right, first we're gonna start with some first quarter shit. Shout out to the homie Monotone Football. He gave out a banger. Gave out Donovan Mitchell 6 points and the W last game for Cleveland. It's like minus 140. He said it was his biggest bet of the season. I tell that hit. And that kind of opened me up, pause, to like some first quarter lines and shit.
Shout out to Monotone for that. That was like
That was a great
surgical.
Look. Yeah. So I got a couple first quarter looks. And these are all on DraftKings. You probably could go on FanDuel with it, but these are on DraftKings because DraftKings got like the all first quarter looks and shit like that. And it's crazy because, yeah, maybe I tried first quarters a couple days ago. I don't know. I don't know if I was trying before that or either way it goes. Shout out to Monotone because I was definitely thinking of when I was doing this shit. All right. So these are all first quarters. Indianapolis game. Indiana. What the fuck I'm talking about? Indianapolis. Indiana game. Halliburton. 5 first quarter assists. 16 assists last game. I think this is one of them games where you look up at the end of the first quarter, you be like, God damn, he got like 8 or 9 assists. I think it's going to be like that. So yeah, Halliburton. 5 first quarter assists. And you find these 3 lines because if you scroll to you go to assists on DraftKings, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see alt first quarter assists or first quarter assists. These are under first quarter assists, so these are the baselines. Next, we'll maybe have some alts. I'm pretty sure I got alts here, so we'll use the alt tab, but for now, these are just under the normal tab, first quarter tab. All right. Halliburton, 5 assists from Indiana. Claxton, 4 rebounds. That's on the alt. That's an alt rebound line. Claxton, 4 rebounds from the Nets. And Sabonis, 4 rebounds. I think that's a baseline, so that should just be under rebounds. We'll just check, rebounds, scroll all the way down in the rebound tab. You'll see first quarter and shit. But Sabonis, 4 rebounds for the Kings. That's a plus 811. I'll run them back for the vibes and explain why. Halliburton, 5 assists. Again, I just think this is a game where he can get 20 assists, and if you're going to get 20, you think you have a strong first quarter start with assists. Claxton, 4 rebounds. I'm on Claxton 2.5 rebounds for basically a unit. So, yeah, of course, I like his 4. And Sabonis, 4 first quarter rebounds because, again, I really like his rebounds tonight. And why can't he get 6, 7 rebounds in the first quarter versus Toronto? Other guys have. He can too. That's a plus 811. Next, we're going to round robin 2s and 3s. And these are all first quarter props, all right? All first quarter props. It's a plus 4,000 when it all hit, but we're going to round robin in 2s and 3s just to be safe. First game, Indiana. Halliburton and Trae Young, each to have 4 assists. That's a plus 290. Halliburton and Trae Young, each to have 4 first quarter assists. You see, I like Halliburton 5 assists, but Trae Young is really what gets this up to a plus. That's a plus 290. Is Trae Young to get 4 assists. So we'll see if he can get 4 first quarter assists. I think he can do it. But it's tricky with Trae because his minutes. So when I was putting these together, and I kind of already am familiar with guys' minutes rotations because that's what you really need to know if you want to hit these live bets like that. Besides, if you're just going to be like, shit, this person can do that, this person can do that. But it helps with the timing to know like Shea, and I've already spoken about this on the channel before, to know that Shea plays the entire first quarter. Jokic plays the entire first quarter. Generally, Claxton used to play the first 6 minutes, then get subbed out for 4 or 5 minutes, then come in like the last minute of the first quarter on some weird shit.
It's the
So you have
dumbest
to watch
rotation
stuff like
ever.
that. Brunson and Randall. I've come to find out. I forgot I was listening to a podcast, not to get too much off key, but I think they don't play every minute except for like 169 this season. So long story short, old boy don't stagger them. They always on the court together, and that makes sense because the Knicks bench unit generally is like the bench unit. Now you might get a couple minutes of Brunson in there, you might get a couple minutes of this person, that person in there, but like they play together all the time, so it just helps to know rotation. So with that being said, Trae Young is going to be a little spicy because he generally goes out with Jalen Johnson, and that's after like the first 6 minutes. Now he'll come back in with like a minute or two in the first quarter, and Jalen Johnson may as well. I don't know if he wait to the second quarter or not, but he goes out kind of early. So it is what it is. Trey Young 4 assists, Halliburton 4 assists, plus 290, and that is in the first quarter. These are all first quarter plays. We're going to round robin that 2s and 3s with in the Nets game, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 8 points, and Claxton 4 rebounds. Again, I'm already on Claxton 4 rebounds. Think he grabs that in the first few minutes of the game, hopefully. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, first quarter scores. He got to be leading the league with Embiid. Another guy who's going to play the entire first quarter tonight is Joel Embiid, generally. So, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to score 8 first quarter points, and Claxton to get 4 first quarter rebounds. That's a plus 234. And last but not least, Donovan Mitchell going to the Cavs game. Shout out to Monotone. Donovan Mitchell, 7 points and 2 assists. And Jared Allen, 4 rebounds, plus 212. Jared Allen is in the smash spot. I think he had something like, I don't know, he had like 16 rebounds, 7 assists last game or something. Don't even know how many points he had. But Jared Allen is in a great spot tonight again. So I'll just, I don't bet Jared Allen, but I'll rock with him for this. All right. So Donovan Mitchell, 7 points and 2 first quarter assists. And Jared Allen, 4 first quarter rebounds. That's a 212. Round robin that 2s and 3s. And when it all hit, it's a plus 4,000. Next, in a similar vein, this is on DraftKings. All 3 of these are on DraftKings. In sort of a similar vein here. Defensive round robins for the most part on DraftKings. All right. This is a plus 6,000, and it's a round robin 3s and 4s, but plus 6,000 when they all hit. First, going to the Nets game, Nets and the Thunder game. Chet Holmgren, 2 blocks. Nick Claxton, 2 blocks. SGA 2 steals. Can't quit SGA 2 steals even during
Gotta
those
you gotta
struggles.
hit that 2 steal button, man. Gotta
Hey
hit the
man,
button.
he had it in 12 straight games. He kind of been slacking lately, but it's cool, man. Players fuck up sometimes. So yeah, Chet Holmgren, 2 blocks. That's what he does. Claxton, 2 blocks. That's what he does. And Shea, I believe that's what he does. 2 steals. So plus 206. Next, in the Toronto game. And the reason why I started doing this is because it was sort of like they was taking too long for the PRA block still on FanDuel. To the point where I was like, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to play this shit. So I started whipping up on DraftKings and saw what I could get. So we gonna go Scotty Barnes, a steal and a block, and De'Aaron Fox, 1 steal. That's a plus 124. Scotty Barnes is still in a block, and De'Aaron Fox, 1 steal. That's a plus 124. Next, going to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Houston Rockets game. Jaden McDaniels, a steal in the block. That's what he does. And Ant Edwards, a steal. That's a plus 156. So the last 2 ones I just gave out, kind of dumbing it down. With De'Aaron Fox, obviously he's a great steals guy. The only thing that stops him generally from getting his PRA steals and blocks is the block. So I left that out, and Scotty Barnes generally gets a block and a steal. And for this one, the thing that generally stops Ant Edwards from getting this PRA steal and block, and I like it tonight. I like it a lot tonight. I just didn't rock with it. Is his block. He generally gets a steal and everything else. And Jaden McDaniels, what generally stops him is his assists. He's good for a steal and a block per game. So Jaden McDaniels, a steal and a block. Ant Edwards, a block. This is in the Timberwolves game. That's a plus 156. And last but not least, to round out this round robin, that's a plus 6,000. 3s and 4s. I love it, actually, as much as you can love it, plus 6,000. Nick Richards, 10 rebounds and 2 blocks, plus 258. Is this King Nick Richards? King Nick Richards. Yeah, my fault. King Nick Richards. My fault. That's what happens when you don't document this shit. Yeah, because he got his king shit the same night as Gary Harris and Davon Sharp. He looking to become a king of the
Wasn't
champion.
that like the night where he had like 9 rebounds at halftime or something crazy?
Who that? Nick Richards?
Yeah.
Might have been. I know he made his shit easily.
Yeah, I was just like,
He
I was right there with you. I was telling that. I was like, oh my God, this is a joke.
Nick Richards went crazy that night. And that was actually after we had played his 12 rebounds and he had like 4. And he had 19 minutes for the first time in like 6 games since he had been a starter. And I'm like, man, we got to run it back. Fuck it. And his ass, he had 9 like the first half. Ended up with like 14, covered that 12 easily. So yeah, good memory, my guy.
I appreciate it.
All right, so just to round this shit out one more time, then we get to what everybody waiting for, PRA steals and block.
Hell yeah.
Jaden McDaniels, 1 steal and 1 block. And Ant Edwards, 1 steal. That's in the Timberwolves game. That's a plus 156. Nick Richards, 2 rebounds and 2 blocks and 10 rebounds. King Nick Richards, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. That's a plus 258. That's in the Hornets game. He going against the Bulls. He smashing the Bulls. Yeah, I like it whether or not Drummond play. But if Drummond don't play, he gonna smash Vujic. Even though Vujic probably won't get his full allotment of minutes tonight. Next, in the Toronto game, Scotty Barnes is still in the block. De'Aaron Fox is still. It's plus 124. And last but not least, a plus 206 in the OKC game. Chet Holmgren, 2 blocks. 2 steals for SGA and 2 blocks for Nick Claxton to round that 6,000 round robin out. 6,000 round robin 3s and 4s. All right. I forgot. I got one more round robin. Then we'll get to the PRA steals and blocks. This is a 2 and 3 round robin. Spots that I like. Now, again, I haven't even looked at my boy's sheets yet. So, again, we have some more in the timeline. I haven't even looked at my boy's sheets. The boy Ryan Props who dropped them sheets. I haven't even looked at his sheets. Now, I know a lot of that stuff, like off the top of my head, like Washington gives up shit, Jazz give up the assists. Certain shit you just know. But every time I look in there, it's always a banger like, oh, shit, I want to look into. So, we'll see. Damn, I'm tripping. I should have added Lou Dort to this. It's cool. All right. Joel Embiid, 40 points.
Yup. Got hit the button.
Yeah. Shout out to Flo. I did see that on Flo timeline for sure. I don't know if you mentioned that or not. Did you mention? Oh, Blumberg is coming out. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you told me to stick to the format. I'm in the format.
Okay.
I'm in the format. I'm in the format.
B, 40 points. I put that with Aaron Gordon. Shout out, yo. Aaron Gordon, the king of the channel. I just gotta do the research, but yo, Aaron Gordon, a king of the channel. I know he is because we cashed his double-double. We cashed another blow money bet with him after that, going against Orlando. We
No
cashed that
Franz
shit.
tonight too, so it's a
And then
softer
we,
matchup.
huh?
No Franz,
Yeah,
softer
yeah.
matchup.
So you already know he go against Orlando. That's why I'm taking Aaron Gordon tonight to score 20. I can't really get there with his base. I might get there for the half. You the bet. I don't know. I might. But yo, just look at what he does against Orlando. I know it's been like years since he left Orlando. He's one of those guys, and I often say on this channel, all right, that revenge should be a little overrated for like Drew Holiday going against Philly and the Pelicans. Now maybe the Bucks, but maybe the other ones is a little overrated. But nah, Aaron Gordon, Orlando, that's it. And that's probably because that's the only team he was ever on. So
Yeah.
yeah, he smashes them. So with that being said, Aaron Gordon 20 points. I think he can get the channel, but just one more blunt money bet because he cashed again for us last night. So one more, you definitely be king of the channel, my guy. Aaron Gordon, 20 points. And AD, this is how I work with my AD 4 blocks in there. AD 4 blocks. That's a plus 4,000. We're going round robin that 2s and 3s. I'll run it back. AD 4 blocks. Again, he averages 4 blocks basically versus Memphis Grizzlies in the playoffs and regular season games combined. His last 9 games, he's averaging 4 blocks. So yeah, AD 4 blocks and B 40 points because it's Joel Embiid. And I think the Knicks have Isaiah Hartenstein guarding him. I mean, yeah. So
I
40
always
points
say
for
it's one of
Embiid.
those blindfold and a cigarette, status because that boy's gonna. Oh my god,
Whatever
he
you
might
want to do.
he might have 28 at halftime. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, whatever
It is
you want to
going to be
do.
bad.
And Aaron Gordon, 20 points to round that out. He's going against his old team. I think he's had 20 his last few games. I didn't research it. I just know what Aaron Gordon does. And I remember being on Aaron Gordon Paul the last time he played the Magic. All right. That's a plus 4,000. Round robin 2s and 3s. I love Lou Dort 3s tonight. He's got something like 4 3s or 5 3s the last 3 times he's played Brooklyn. Crazy. Probably because they just leave his ass open and be like, shoot, nigga. So yeah, I really like Lou Dort 3s tonight. I'll probably get there in some capacity with it. But yeah, couldn't talk you off of Lou Dort 3 3s and Cam Johnson 4 3s, and maybe put something else with that and get you like a plus something. But is what it is. PRA steals and blocks, and we're gonna get in the flow. See what his blunt bunny bets are. All right. And I got a couple 2-leggers, man. I feel about some of these. All right. CJ and Halliburton. They nerfed my boy Hallie. They ain't nerfed CJ yet, but they nerfed my boy Hallie. He's sitting at a plus 168. I thought he was gonna be 250 forever. I thought it was gonna be like 225 forever. They like, nah, nigga, we on here. All right, but that's cool. CJ McCollum and Tyrese Halliburton to each have a PRA steal and block, points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. For those that don't know, this is available on FanDuel. Just scroll and you'll see a player to have one of each PRA steal and block. All right. So yeah, CJ McCollum and Tyrese Halliburton, PRA steal and block plus 771. We'll play it to 650, but it's not going to drop that low. Next, another just straight parlay, no round robin with it. Derek White, Joel Embiid. Oh yeah, Derek White, Joel Embiid, and Kawhi Leonard. I'm probably going to end up with a half unit on Kawhi, PRA still in block, just to be honest. He's still sitting there at 168. He's done this shit in like 4 straight games, but yeah. Derek White, Kawhi Leonard, and Joel Embiid, each to have a point, rebound, assist, still in block. So I mentioned Kawhi if you new to this channel. Matter of fact, before I get into the rest of these, we've reached another promotion portion of the program where if you're watching this on YouTube right now, bam, hit the like button. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this a little later today with these glorious timestamps on 1.25 playback speed, boom, hit the like button now. Throw a comment on there. Take a couple days to get back to the comments, but I always respond or hit the like button on the comment.
Yes,
And if you're
sir.
watching this on Twitter, please do me a favor, hit the retweet button. I'd greatly appreciate that. And like the stream, you know the vibes. And Facebook, same shit. I don't go on live on Facebook. I'm trying to go live a little more in 2024 on Facebook, but I don't go live on Facebook too much. But if you're watching this on Facebook, give me a heart, like, share the video, all that good shit. All right. Yeah. Derek White, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, PRA still in block. Derek White, that's just what he does.
Yep.
I've already spoke about Derek White at length on this channel. So yeah, Joel Embiid, he's a new guy and he respects coin. He's new to this. When this first started, Joel Embiid was hurt. First time I played Joel Embiid, he covered the shit, and he covered it in dramatic fashion in a 30, 40-point blowout where he had no reason getting a steal in the last 4 minutes of him being in, but he got that bitch. That's Joel Embiid. He's a fucking dog, man. He's one of the guys that I love betting on because, like Flo said, that nigga close to getting the triple double. He's getting that shit.
He getting
Like
that.
if
You
he
should
don't
see
get
the
it,
eye rolls he gives his teammates when he hits them up for the layup and they blow the layup. You just
telling
be
you,
like, bruh.
yo, if he don't get some shit, it's because niggas fucked it up. Like
Yep.
I've seen him, like we seen that Halliburton shit. That's Joel Embiid all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he does. That's LaMelo May LaFleur. Shut LaFleur, come on back, bro. It's been long enough. My guy, my favorite guy to bet on.
It's so
But
funny he
that's
said that.
LaMelo
I
May
was looking the other
LaFleur.
day. I'm like, is he out for the season or like?
Nah, it's
I
them
mean,
ankles with them Ball brothers, bro. They
yeah,
there's something wrong with him, man. Because he missed the same injury last year.
them
And
big
I feel
baller
like
brand
he is.
sneakers got him jacked up on the legs, man.
Yeah, it gets too much working out as a young guy. But I feel like he had this injury 3 years now, man. I could
Yeah,
be wrong,
feels
but
that
I feel
way.
like he's had an ankle injury 3 years now. So hopefully he'll be all right. But yeah, man, Embiid definitely respects that. Brad and Kawhi, it's also what he does. I'm so much so I probably get there with a half a unit on Kawhi. So yeah, that's a plus 768. Those three. Two round robins now, all right? A plus, and honestly, there were some spots that haven't opened up yet. It was like 3 or 4 games that didn't have a PRA still in block. And generally, in my experience, when you see the game it get this long without it, they're not gonna list nothing. Like Cleveland and Washington, I was waiting for Craig Porter Jr. shit. They never listed nobody for that game. So I won't be surprised if we never get anybody. So I don't have a plus 54,000 for y'all or a plus 12,000 for y'all at all today because a lot of spots I thought we'd be able to get are either A from the same game or so I'm not able to put them together. So they're either from the same game or the game hasn't opened yet. But with that being said, boom, plus 4,000 on your head top, round robin twos and threes. These are just guys that I have no other reason to I just think they're going to get them. Drew Holiday, I like Derek White. I like Drew Holiday to get it. He doesn't do this a lot. You would think Drew Holiday, like Mikal Bridges, is a guy that you just want to, damn, that's who I could have put in this shit. Nope, I couldn't do it. Maybe Flo gonna probably get into his guy, but maybe I'll throw another one on the timeline. I was gonna say Herb Jones. Herb Jones been going crazy his last 3 games
Yeah.
with this. He's another guy that you would think is built for this PRA still block shit, but he was not doing that shit. It was getting annoying. He wasn't doing it, but he's a guy built for it. But with that being said, Drew Holiday, Boston Celtics, you would think he's built for the PRA still block shit. He doesn't get it. Gets the Jazz. I think he does get it again. Sexton, Keontae George, Jordan Clarkson, them boys is real liberal with the basketball, okay? So Drew Holiday, PRA still in block. Jakob Hurtle, PRA still in block. Sneaky with it. Started playing him because I saw the trend. Motherfucker didn't do it for like 3 straight games. I said, fuck him. Guess what? He's been doing it the last 2 or 3 games. So yeah, Jakob Hurtle, PRA still in block. And Jonas Valanciunas. I told y'all we're gonna ride with Jonas for the wheels till the wheels fall off this week. Hey, might have another game after this week. He hasn't hit this week. He's been close. I love the price. He generally does it. Only thing we generally struggle with is his assists. In the last 2 games, he's been getting the assists early. So, hey, hopefully it's not a blowout. Hopefully he plays. And another reason why this might be my last week if you don't cash us out is I'm noticing he doesn't play at the end of fourth quarters. He doesn't play. They either go with Nance or they just go small. Maybe Zion at the 5, Herb Jones, Ingram, CJ, and then somebody like Najee Marshall or some shit. So that's another reason why. But Valanciunas, like I said, came on this time. I might have came on the show and told y'all yesterday, and he did it. Wemby, some guys can cover this shit literally in the first 4 minutes of the game. I've seen Valanciunas do it. I've seen him do it. So now nobody like Wemby who did that shit yesterday again. He's ridiculous. Wemby can cover that shit like that. But steals and assists all. But yeah, Valanciunas, Jakob Hurtle, and Drew Holiday. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Round robin at twos and threes, but it's a plus 4,000 when it hit. Just to be honest, I don't like that one. I mean, I played it, so I like it, but that's the one I like the least. Okay, those are just guys that I feel like can get it. This one I like a lot. Round robin threes and fours. I like. Wait, did I put y'all? Wait, hold on. Oh shit! I hope I didn't put Jakob Hurtle on. Damn game. All right, so the way we gonna do this, because I'm not sure if I put Jakob Hurtle on 2 of these. I wrote Jakob Hurtle down. I don't think I put Jakob Hurtle on 2 of these. I rarely do the same person on 2. on two blunt money bets, PRA steals and blocks. I've never done that before, especially no fucking Jakob Hurdle. If this is gonna be somebody, it's gonna be one of my guys, CJ Halley, Derek White, or Kawhi. So I believe I may have fucked this up rushing to get on the show. So for the sake of the show, we'll just make this a three-legger, which I believe is about a plus 1,000 plus 800. We'll make this a three-legger. I got this as a round robin threes and fours with Jakob Hurdle, but fuck that. We'll just make this a three-legger because I really like these three. Would I round robin this twos and threes? No, but I like these guys all a lot. All right. So yeah, KD, Harden, and Jaren Jackson Jr. KD, obviously for the Suns, that's what he does. Still in block, look him up. He has a great history of doing this, and you're getting a great number, plus 144 with him. James Harden, he hurt us last game, could have cashed us out, but he didn't. But with that being said, it's what James Harden does, these steals and blocks, man. Especially blocks. Just look at his game log, all right? People be surprised playing James Harden. I know it's tough to hit the button on James Harden, but he does it, believe it or not. James Harden, PRA still in block. And Jaren Jackson Jr., a guy that I really don't play with this because he struggles with the assists, but shit, I think he's done it in 3 straight games. So we'll see tonight. I think this is going to be like one of the biggest games, if not the biggest game for Memphis since Ja been back because it's the Lakers. Yeah. It's the Lakers and the team that put you out last year. So I think all of those guys are going to come play tonight. And again, the game that you would say would have been the biggest game would have been Denver. And I'm pretty sure Ja sat that game, if I'm not mistaken. He sat versus Denver, so because they got blown out. So
you're the Lakers fan. I got to ask you, because I'm always a homer. You be a homer. What happens tonight? Do the Lakers win? Because I think the Lakers are going to bounce back and win because there's a lot of noise around this team. I think they have a big performance tonight.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. I think now again, the Lakers at home, I couldn't talk you off it. It's LeBron James, but nah. Memphis, they're hungrier than us right now, I believe. Because I believe that when you have, I love LeBron, but when you have LeBron, it's kind of like this lazy thing in the back of your head where it's like, we can always turn it on, go 8 of 11, and then boom, we right back 7th or 6th in the playoffs, and we got LeBron. All we got to do is get in the playoffs, and you'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Again, I just think that Western Conference Finals appearance was pretty fraud last year. I don't think we're a top 2 team in the West. I thought that was hilarious coming into the year. So we'll see. But I just think that Memphis, they trying to make the playoffs. I think they need to win at a 55-game win pace the rest of the season. And that's what they've been doing the last few years, winning 55 games with Ja. So they need to play at a 55-win pace to actually make the play-in or the playoffs. And I think that I'm pretty sure Memphis just lost the last game. Might have got blown out with Ja. No, it was the Spurs, so they should have won. Either way it goes, no. I've seen, if I know my Lakers, just when you think, and if I know LeBron, just when you think like, oh God, the sky is falling, they about to get it together. Nope, you about to see a lot of this from LeBron. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
You're not about to see LeBron come out and have 14 first quarter points. And he should. It's year 21. He's 39. Yeah. It's not the playoffs. It's not the Denver Nuggets. When he came out and showed y'all what he can still do. I don't front on LeBron. But again, he's not that guy. Like tonight, if it was, I hate to do it, but if it was Kobe coming out tonight shooting 13 first quarter shots, he may go 4-13.
Yeah.
But he's shooting that bitch. And I'll be more apt to be like, okay, yeah, Lakers tonight, they go, but LeBron don't give a fuck. He want that coach gone. He wants some moves to be made. And he not about to sit up here and give y'all 32, 12, and 10 just so y'all can forget the fact that he probably want that coach gone and he wants some new teammates in here. That's how LeBron do. Because if he go out here and play his game and we go on a 6 or 7 winning streak, then all of the sources that are coming out saying that they mad with Darvin Ham, guess what's gonna come out? Yeah, that's all that information gonna be.
Yeah, I don't want to get us too sidetracked, but man, I felt so bad for Anthony Davis because he's usually the butt of the jokes, always hurt. That dude played like every second of that second half against the Heat. He was dominant. He was doing everything, and they still look bad. Like they got to get him up out of there, man.
Yes, sir. So that's it. That's gonna wrap up my Blunt Money bets and a little bit of Laker talk, and we'll get in the flow of Blunt Money bets. We still doing pretty good on time, believe it or not. We haven't even hit an hour yet. And then we're gonna do comments, and then we up out of here. So Flo, what you got for the people?
All right, so I had to cook up. I was paying attention, but I had to cook up because they dropped Kelly Oubre at 1.5 for minus 125. So,
oh my God, this is what I be talking about. I need to
I'm
go
not
get
trying to
out
have
of
like
line.
7 plays, but that's my whatever.
I should get out of. I should leave you to the people and go play that, but I'm not. We be off here
Yeah.
anyway.
All right.
The
So
most is gonna be is 140. I do what I can. All right, go
yeah.
ahead.
So here's a I'm pretty like heavy on this game. I'm not. It's been a really hot stretch, but like there's a lot I just like in this game. So the first one is OG Ananobi, 8 rebounds plus 900. I sprinkled on that. Just straight up, he had 6 and 8. The first game he had 6. The guy got like a ticky tack 6 foul with like 3 minutes to go. There's a chance he could have hit 8. We could be coming into this game with like, oh look, he has 8 in the last 2 games. So they give
Mhm.
up. I talked about his rebounds. So for a sprinkle for 8, I mean, we were talking about RJ Barrett 8 rebounds, and OG's a way better athlete than him. So maybe it's just like the Thibodeau system. I don't really understand like why these things happen as much as like they just happen. My biggest long shot of the
What's the
day. Let me
price you
start.
got on that again?
I got it at 850, but it jumped to 900. So on DK, it's at 900.
8 rebounds is
He's
900
gonna
for
like my thing is
OG.
like he's grabbing 5 or 6.
So what's
8 just
6?
means like he just has to grab like 2 offensive rebounds, or the game wants to stay close. He's split 37, which is like not crazy.
Yeah, not to cut you off like Nori, but
Mhm.
what do you think is 6? Like
Oh, I
plus
know it's 6. His 6
400?
is I want to say like 475.
Oh my God, that's got a blunt money bet round robin written all over it for
Yeah. So just so
me.
y'all know, there's
Holy
plays I
shit.
give y'all, and this plays that I take for myself because I'm afraid to come out here and give like 30 plays or whatever. Like,
Fuck
but
that.
yeah, bro. Like, listen, God forbid the man get 2 quick fouls. I'm not trying to say put your mortgage on it, but I really like the rebounds tonight.
Yeah.
Let me start with the madness one first. The Knicks have no one to stop Joel Embiid tonight. If the man decides to score 40 points, he's scoring 40 points. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I told you about the fact that I love Tyrese Maxey's threes. So the last 3 times that Tyrese Maxey has had 5 threes, all 3 times Joel Embiid has scored 40 points. Okay. So I told you I like OG's boards. I told you I like Maxey's three. Well, just put them all together. I used my boost on FanDuel, got 70-82. Embiid 40 with 10 boards. Maxey 5 threes, OG 6 boards. This is one of those. If this is a Friday night, it's competitive. It's on ESPN. If these stars get up for this game, it's 2 teams that are towards the top of the conference. The Knicks are like 1 game out of the 4 seed. And I also think like the weird thing with the Knicks happening right now too, all these teams they're playing kind of have like a guy who like they may trade for or were linked to and who's gone off. Cat's been linked to the Knicks. He went off. DeRozan, who was like silent all these games. Oh, playing the Knicks, goes off and beats like still quietly being linked to the Knicks like this summer if this Philly thing doesn't go well. So real quick, 40 for Embiid, 10 boards, 5 maxi threes, 6 OG rebounds. That's 70-82. And I did a lesser version of that. I did for 1550 Maxi 5 boards, OG 6 boards. The 40 and 10 one, I was like after I did more research and more reading. And I was like, man, I always played safe on all these like long shots. And like at the time, like the thing that I was like, man, that would never happen, but it could happen. A lot of times it just happens. So I did that. And the one that I just sprinkled in, I talked about Dante DiVincenzo, who has 5 threes in 3 of his last 4 road games. It's not a great matchup. Like Philly defends the 3-point line well. It's just the fact that the usage, he's going to get like maybe 7, 8 attempts. He's back in Philadelphia, went to Villanova, 2 games at Philadelphia, 4 and 5 threes. I talked about the fact that the Knicks are still leaving that corner 3 wide open, which is where Kelly Oubre is going to be. They've given up 3 threes to a forward. That's Tobias or Kelly Oubre tonight. And I want to say 15 of the last 16 games. It's disgusting, but a starting small forward has 3 threes in every damn game. So what if the madness happened? So I sprinkled on Dante's 5 threes at 550, and for like $4, $5, a Starbucks coffee. Well, it used to be a Starbucks coffee. Now it's like $7. But for a Starbucks coffee, I put 3 Oubre threes, 5 Dante threes. I got 1756. It's just $5. If it burns, why not? So I did that and a first basket. Joel Embiid, 350. I used my 50% boost to get him from 290 to 350. And Tyrese Maxey plus 750. I don't have a ton of conviction because I don't know the play they run. Like, I know they're going to win the tip, and I know Embiid will have the ball. And the thing I
I was
love with
gonna
him,
say, now that
yeah,
Uber in there, you might want to. I know 3 is a lot.
yeah, it was
You
Oubre or Maxey. I couldn't decide which one.
Cause
Like the
that
second dude.
motherfucker there, he don't care. He like, yo, it's the
Yeah,
Kelly Oubre show, baby.
yeah,
I know the first
yeah,
play was for Embiid, but nah, fuck that. I'm open off this 3.
yeah. Yo, I like wrestle with it all night because I'm like, yo, Oubre stands in the corner and they don't run. The play's not for him. but if he touches the ball, he's gonna
He's
shoot
shooting.
it.
He's
Yeah,
shooting
so I'm like, damn. So what I'm
that
hoping happens is Embiid gives you one of them classic first baskets. If you see these Embiid first possessions, he'll get the ball. They'll send the double like, bro, I don't even care, man. I need 2 points right now.
He
Bop,
don't give a fuck.
step back,
That's
15
why
footer.
Embiid respect people money, bro. If you bet
Facts.
Embiid first basket, you love watching him force it. If you be betting his triple doubles, you love watching. If you be betting him to score 40 or 50, like I think I gave him out to score 50 one time as a blunt money better, 450. He covered that shit so easily. I'm like, I should have been gave this out. So yeah, Embiid definitely respect that bread, man. He definitely respect that bread. So that's all you got. You got anything else?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Man, I have too many plays today. Whatever. It's only because it's been a really hot stretch. Like the last 2 weeks have been so hot. Where I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna like lean into it. So the one I'm definitely gonna build is the Nova Nation parlay. It's probably gonna be 330, 400, but it's gonna be Brunson 25, Hart 5 rebounds, Dante 3 threes. 1, 2, and 3. Hart has a great matchup. Brunson's gonna cook because he's gonna take like 20 shots. Dante, please make the threes. You screwed, bro. He was 3 for 7. We needed 1 3. He bricks for the plus 2,000, bricks the fourth one, and doesn't play a minute of the fourth quarter in a close game. I was devastated.
Wow. So Dante not playing the fourth now?
It's weird. Tibbs does a hot hand thing still.
Okay.
So it's like he may play 24, he may play 30. You don't know because Tom Thibodeau doesn't know. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
I would have thought he was.
Yeah.
He was
So just to recap, there's a lot of stuff I threw at everyone, but sprinkled on Dante's 5 threes. I sprinkled on OG's 8 rebounds. I did OG with 6 boards, Maxi 5 threes. It's a lot. Don't take on this. It's Friday. I'm gonna be inside. It's too cold outside.
Take it off for 10 cents. Take every single thing you hear on this show for 10 cents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got
Yeah.
$5 in your betting account, that's 50 of these bitches. Bet them all.
Yeah, I did OG 6 boards, Maxi 5 threes, 1550. And I did this is the Cabo money bet. Embiid 40 and 10, Maxi 5 boards with OG 6 boards. I went to Cabo last year. I want to go back this year. That's the Cabo bet. When that hits, the plane will be booked to go to Cabo tonight. So
big
we got.
Facts. All right, man. I love it. I'm sorry. Would you have more?
Oh yeah, no, I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, okay, my fault. I'm control.
I might have the same amount of blunt money bets as you for the first time. So
I was about to say we've already even,
good.
But I did forget 2. One on my timeline. I don't know the last leg, so look on my timeline. And I'm sorry, y'all. I can give y'all 3 of them legs, but it ain't gonna be that good. I forgot the 4th leg. But the one that I do remember that I did not write down that I put on my timeline is like a plus 3,000 something. It's a 3-legger, and it's in the Atlanta game. It's a few games tonight that you really need to try to exploit. Also, I'm glad it just came to my head. Unders tonight. Unders. You got some crazy totals. Like now the last time these 2 teams played, they scored 300 points. But just imagine, you got a total of like 260, right? So that means that multiple niggas can have 30 points and the game can still go under. Do you know what you can get on a parlay where you betting 2 niggas to get just 25 in the under? Like that negative correlation is going to juice up any blunt money bet. For instance, this blunt money bet I'm giving y'all, if I would have put the under on this shit, it probably would have been no fucking lie, like a plus 20,000. No fucking lie. It would have turned a 3,000 to a plus 20,000 just because I put the under, because you're asking more points than you're assuming way more points than the over because you're betting players props to go way over. So the first leg on this is Jalen Johnson 25 points. His points may be at 17. So you're betting him to get 8 more points than his line. So if you're going to then bet the game to go under, even though you're betting numerous players to go multiple points over their line, they're going to reward you with some negative correlation. It's not even a reward. They just don't have no choice but to do it. So you can whip up some, and it ain't got to be crazy. You can go on DraftKings and get an alt under. You don't got to play the under 250 or 260, whatever the fuck that total is. You can whip up something where Halliburton have 25 and 10. He did have 9 threes last time he played. That's why his 5 threes is about to pop up in this. He did have 9 threes, 37 and 16 last time he fucking played Atlanta. So you can bet him to have, 30 and 10. Trey to have 30 and 10. A couple other guys that have good games, and then just go under 272 and watch that bitch go to like plus 4,000. I'm just telling you. So with that being said, Jalen Johnson, 25 points for the Hawks. Halliburton, 5 threes. And Sadiq Bey 8 rebounds. Jalen Johnson 25 points last 2 games. Thinking I had like 28 and 24, and he done been in foul trouble. Like if Sun stay out of foul trouble, it's up with him tonight. And we already know what Giannis did to them. So not saying he's Giannis, but he's a power forward, points and rebounds. He should eat tonight. Jalen Johnson 25 points. Halliburton 5 threes. Again, he had 9 last time we played them. And Sadiq Bey 8 rebounds. I think he had 9 last time he played them off the bench. He's now starting. But whether he starts or comes off the bench, I still like him to get his rebounds tonight. So that is a plus 3,000. Sadiq Bey 8 rebounds, Halliburton 5 threes, and Jalen Johnson 25 points plus 3,000. All right. Now we're gonna right at an hour too. We're gonna get into comments, but before we get into comments, just trying to. I'm gonna get into looks that I'm waiting for. Shout out to Kelly Oubre. That look, I'm gonna write that down. I wasn't thinking Kelly because I just knew he
gonna
wasn't
be open for 6 of them. Like if the number's 1.5, like bro, you need 2. Like shoot 33%. Don't be a bum.
I just knew he was opening at 2.5.
I thought it was open at 2.5 too, plus money.
So I gotta get up out of here and do a little something with that. But yeah, guys that I'm looking for, that I'm waiting for, and it's a list, so get your pencils out. Tari Easton was ruled out. That's unfortunate. Obi Toppin tonight. I really like Obi off the bench. In this game, with a high total, I like Obi. I like Bogdanovich in the same game off the bench. I like Buddy Hield. He was 6 of 6 of threes last time these teams played. Like you're gonna be able to get some great value off the bench with some of these guys from this Atlanta Indiana game. So couldn't talk you off of Nate Smith. Couldn't talk you off of Ben Mathurin. But the guy I really like, Obi Toppin tonight, and Bogdanovich, all right, and Buddy Hield. Also, Cade Points. Couldn't talk you off of that. I have not talked about any Detroit basketball tonight. I'm a little scared. I might do something with Duran, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared because Jokic only got 10 rebounds last night, and I saw basically Steph Curry pull Jokic out repeatedly in the second half. So if he's doing that with Duran, it is gonna be a little tough for Duran to get his rebounds, but we'll see. So I might just leave that game alone. To be honest with you, I mean, and it's tough for me. Oh, but there will be some Detroit action, like you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I got to do something with it. But yeah, Day'Ron Sharp. I already spoke about him. Again, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I told y'all last game. He may get a bunch of minutes tonight. He may get 8 minutes tonight. It may be a blowout. But if that double drop at a plus 550, plus 600, it's always worth some blunt money. And you know his 12 rebounds, that's going to drop at like plus 1,000, plus 1,200. That's worth some blunt money. And it's 12 and 12, which will probably be like plus 1,600, plus 2,600. That's worth some blunt money. All right. Caleb Houston.
Oh yeah.
Orlando. All right. Orlando, they're going to be missing guys tonight. So Caleb Houston threes, Cole Anthony, and Jalen Suggs points are things I'm going to be looking for. Couldn't talk you off of their threes. But they kind of iffy with the threes, but they will be looking to score tonight. So Caleb Houston threes, but Cole Anthony, and I'm sorry, Obi Toppin plays for the Pacers. Day'Ron Sharp plays for the Nets. Caleb, Cole, and Suggs, they all play for Orlando. Anthony Black, PRA steals and blocks, wasn't listed. I don't even know if that game was listed at all, but if that game is listed for PRA steals and blocks, you gotta like Anthony Black tonight because he's gonna start and get a bunch of fucking minutes. Peyton Pritchard, and Sam Howard. You always got to like them in blowout games for Boston. They should be in the fourth quarter playing. So you got to look at them. Alex Burks, I don't know if he's playing tonight or not. He's questionable. But if he plays tonight, he's been on a hell of a tear. You might want to stay away from him because he's questionable. But yeah, he's been on a hell of a tear lately. And Aaron Gordon and Nick Richards, I already put them in something, so I don't really need to speak on them anymore. So yeah, those are looks that I like, that I haven't been able to play yet. So let's get into these comments, see what y'all on, and then we up out of here. All right, see what y'all on. My boy Hit, what it do? What we doing, man? Yeah, we just had a show. We thought the show was gonna be like, I was on the stream yesterday, so like, oh man, it's like 13 games tomorrow. Our show gonna be like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Mufasa M, this guy must be a new guy. He all question marks and games about to start shooting. Boy, you must be new around here. First of all, you new around here, better have like the stream, better have sub to the channel. But I'm
Hey,
gonna tell
Colin,
you,
appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
I'm gonna tell you like I used to tell people when I was a kid. I came up with this when I was like 14. You don't rush greatness. You just let it come. You don't rush greatness. You just let it come and you just embrace it. All right. You don't rush me and Flo coming on Fridays. You just let it come. You know what I'm saying? You don't rush. You know what I'm saying? All right. But appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Make sure you like and share the stream.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Fridays
you.
with Flo. H Springer said, "Let's go, Colin. What's the vibes, my boy Colin? One of my favorite looks for the day. Lou, oh, there it is. Lou Dort over 1.5 threes. Averages 4 threes versus nets over his career. There it is. They have a horrible 3-point defense and fourth most to his position. Bucks think this game will be close. Yeah, I mentioned Lou Dort threes before. He was also on that list. Really like Lou. Matter of fact, ooh, I might do a little Lou Dort, little Lou Dort, Oubre. You know what I'm
I love
saying?
Lou Dort, man, but man, I had his threes 2 games ago. That dude built a house brick like 8 threes, made one. And then I said, watch him the next day hit 2 threes because that's all he needed. And he went 2 for 3. I'm like, all right, man, I'm out. I'm off this. I'm
Yeah,
off this.
yeah. Some guys you just don't have good synergy with. That's
Yeah,
facts.
that's
Like
true.
some guys, I just be like, yo, you better. But for me, every time I bet this dude, it's some shit. One of those guys, Nikola Jokic. That's why you rarely only bet that you would get out of me generally on this channel is Jokic triple double in a win. You don't be seeing Dream put like Jokic
Yeah.
10 rebounds and 8 assists with shit often. I just did it yesterday because it was only 2 games. But you rarely see Jokic and Blunt when he bets. There's a reason for that, bro. Because every time I bet on this nigga or bet on the Nuggets, this nigga gets kicked out the game. He gets a tech that kills the fucking momentum, or he does what he does last night, just get 9 rebounds and smokes them beautifully. Just Blunt money bet that was just beautifully crafted. Should have had no issues cashing. But yeah. And then he wants to hit a fucking bullshit 50-foot three and then the regulation. So we don't
Yeah.
even go to overtime. Like, this
Yeah.
is what Jokic does to me. This is why I don't
Yeah.
bet Jokic. You know what I'm saying? For you, he may be one of the most profitable guys.
Hey, Jokic and
But
Kyle
for
Kuzma.
me,
Everyone hate him. I love Jokic and Kyle Kuzma. You
look, for
know,
me, it ain't good.
I have a lot of stock in Jokic and Kyle Kuzma. They treat me well. You know, but I feel
Yeah,
you though. I feel you.
yeah. Colin said he's shooting over 40% this season. Yes, sir. He's still talking about Lou Dort. I was about to say Lakers need a win. Memphis gives up the most blocks. AD
Yeah,
gonna
I
lock it
love
down. See, I
AD.
didn't even know Memphis gave up the most blocks. And that's crazy that they give up the most blocks because they didn't even have Ja. Now with Ja, it's even more. Yeah, when we got 5 last night, yes, sir. We played them separate and together. I wish oh boy would have had 4 blocks at least. That would have been good.
Hey, man.
Robert,
RJ seems
what do you think? Okay, yeah, he
I
already
can't
spoke
I
up
can't
about
speak on
Flake's
RJ, but like if you want to just go back, yeah, I love it. It was at plus 120 on Caesars. I mean, I won't even hold you. I put 2 units on it. I'm here to tell y'all to be responsible. For me, I think 4.5 is stupid because he gonna get hooked if you don't get it. So my thing is like if I know he's getting 4, like I'm fine with like going 2 units. Like, all right, I think he's getting 5. Whatever. It's Friday. It's plus 120. It's plus money. That's not like I'm going 2 units on a minus 145. It's a plus 120.
facts. Yo, Solo, what's the vibes, my boy?
Oh,
Good to
Solo was
see you up
good.
in here.
Solo's a killer. I
Definitely,
don't know if you
bro.
look at Solo's timeline, but Solo dropped some heat on his timeline. So shout out
Yeah,
to him.
definitely. Make sure y'all follow my boy Solo. I already don't give him a good retweet and all that. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow my boy. Bev Road No Hills. What's good, big bro? You know, I'm on that Cleveland guy. Yeah, best of luck. Good ticket you got on Cleveland. Jared Allen rebounds is good. He had 19. Yeah, I was about to say he went stupid last game, bro. And my boy Ben, he was in my DMs talking about his assists. I can't talk y'all off for his assists. It's just tough for me to get there with Jared Allen assists, but I can't talk you off his assists at all. Yeah, Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell. I'm sure my boy Bevro No Hill's gonna be on him. KG Visuals. Oh, what's the vibes, my boy? Ain't long time no see. Ain't seen my boy in a minute. Them FanDuel quick option first 3-minute player to score props are nice. Yeah, a few people been saying that. I'm gonna have to look into it, man. Maybe not today because it's so much, but I'm gonna have to look into that market, man. Keep killing them.
What's the
My boy
vibes about
Woj
Aaron? Talking
Shams
about
in
killers. He's
here.
another one. He's another one.
What's the vibes, my boy? Yeah, man. Drop your plays if you got them. Yeah, see, he said he seen the OG rebounds eventually. Yeah, y'all on the same shit, man. So good shit. Shawan be here with the shit, man. Yeah, so good. I'm glad y'all aligned. The
Yeah,
more
Aaron
people
said.
bet Brunson assists up, the more I want to hit that under. Philly's the best spot up D in the league. Such a tough spot for assists compared
I
to
agree. They gave up
Chicago.
the second fewest assists in the month of December. And my thing is just like, I wouldn't go under because I'm still afraid because the usage is still so high. But like everybody's like, oh, this is a play of the year. I'm like, whenever I hit, like whenever, like I think this is a line you had. Whenever someone cashes me out, because we hit the max on last game, 12 Brunson assists plus 1,100. To me, I'm good. Brunson has cashed me out. I hit on a
Yeah.
plus 1,100. I'm good. If he hits 12 again the next day, I'm rooting for everybody. I'm not rooting against anyone. I'm rooting for y'all, but I'm like, yo, the man done paid me out last game. Like, I don't
Yep.
need to go down this road anymore. Like, I'm good. It's a bad matchup. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Malachi Flynn might play 10 minutes. I don't know what the hell going to happen. Like, I'm just staying away. That's it. I'm just
And
staying
I
away.
feel like we honestly, I just feel, and he could hit. He should hit. Hey,
Yeah,
it
he
was
should
good.
hit.
He
Should
should.
hit.
But I just feel like we getting a lot of fear of missing out. I feel like we
Yeah.
got some cappers that's generally sharp, and they generally be maxing out these props, and they feel like that they missed Jalen Brunson, and they feel like, okay, we got this same number now for our third straight game, and it's plus money, and he been 12. We gotta, excuse me, we gotta play it, and sometimes that can get you in trouble. So. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. But great analysis from my boy Aaron, and great
Sir,
analysis
great
from
job,
Flo
Aaron.
for sure. John 9 assists plus 120. Looks good. It does look good. I wouldn't play it for a unit, but I couldn't talk you off playing it for a unit. He can definitely get 9 assists, especially against the Lakers.
Doesn't Bane
Um,
always kill y'all? Like, isn't there someone on Memphis that always gives the Lakers the blues every time y'all play?
Honestly, I don't know. I just from what I remember is AD. AD. Should I know
AD.
AD done had like 20 rebounds 2 of his last 3 games versus them, I believe. Like
Yeah,
AD
AD
goes
kills it. Yeah.
absolutely crazy. That's what
Yeah.
I remember. Jalen Duren 10 points, Chet 12, Trey 25, Fox to score in the first 3 minutes, Porzingis to score in the first 3 minutes. Bam. All right, bro. That's a lot. And if you're gonna drop 8 legs, my guy, please drop the odds under that. All right. You know better than that, KG. It's been a while, but you know better than that. Don't just be dropping 8 leggers without the odds, because ain't nobody gonna put that shit in at the risk of it only being a plus 500 with the 8 legs. Now, those do look like some great spots there for sure. Like all them spots, especially Shea. But yeah, like them spots, but make sure you put in what the odds is for that, because that look good. A lot of legs would look good. Dream, appreciate you. I'm on Johnson points and Capella rebounds. What do you think about Hurdle and Avia Pierce? My dumb ass. Apparently, I love Jakob Hurdle. What the fuck? Because I might have put him in 2 blood money bets like a dummy. And if I didn't, just don't worry. Just play the 3. But yeah, I like Jakob Hurdle tonight. I think we can get it. Donnie Avia, I don't know. I haven't really looked at Denny. So I couldn't, but I know I did research them and he didn't jump off the page. Tyus Jones, to me, if I was playing anybody, I'd play Tyus. I think he's covered his last 2 games, even though they got blown out. He's sitting there at a plus 440. But you know the vibes with Ant Black tonight. Couldn't talk you off of Johnson points at all. I love everything Jalen Johnson tonight. Got him in another blunt money bet on the timeline with IQ rebounds and assists. So yeah. Timeout Sports said, yo, what's the vibes? Fahrenheit said, what's the vibes? Yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and
Absolutely.
sub. Iona, Fairfield, and Quinnipiac. I forgot how to say that. Partly. Damn, nigga, you in New York? KG, you must be in New York with them teams. Them all New York City teams, except for Iona. And they might be in the city as well. I don't know. But them all New York City teams. Them all teams that when I was playing basketball, I got not offers, but I got letters from them and contacted from their basketball department. Them is all like division. I mean, well, Quinnipiac was like D2 when I was in high school. But yeah, all these teams, those New York, you must be some New York in you. I like that. Those look like those are very informed plays. Blunt money on all the house money line for NBA. Huh? Blunt money. Oh, I think he's saying all the dogs. Maybe he's saying
Oh,
all the
got
dogs.
you.
Because y'all know El Plaga coming here. He always like, El Plaga tonight is probably going to be on Detroit money line. That's
You
what he
see,
do. Couldn't
here
talk
comes
you off of that.
here comes Cam with this negative. Bro, I'm
Yeah,
rooting for
I
quick.
had highlighted
Yeah.
that a minute ago. That
It's
was
like
funny.
that's why
I
I'm
had
like, listen,
highlighted
first off, the Raptors are down bad. So they're like, they're not even a thought. Second, I love
that.
Quickly. Quickly's always gonna be my guy. I'm watching these Raptors games, root for Quickly. Oh, Quickly becomes an all-star, becomes next Jalen Brunson. I don't care. I love Quickly. That dude is like humble, works hard, everything. Obi gets paid the bag. Obi becomes everything. I love Quickly.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I couldn't talk you off of, like I said, Detroit, Orlando, all these teams that's playing on back to backs could not talk you off any of these guys, because as we saw last night with Middleton, maybe Steph doesn't play the second half. Maybe
Yeah.
Steph only plays a quarter and 6 tonight. Now
Yeah,
I doubt that because these teams are at home, so I think they're less likely to do that. Now if they were on the road, I think you're more likely to get some Middleton shit. As you can see, I already thought about this, and before we get off the stream, I'll talk a little bit about the Middleton last night. But yeah, I don't normally if these guys were on the road, Steph, Jokic, and maybe it's another team that had a back to back. I don't remember that's playing tonight. That's a big favorite. Then I would just fade them. But I think the Stars are going to play tonight because they're at home and they understand that they don't want that. They don't want. Nobody want that. Oh, I came all the way here to see and they sat unless the player's been injured for some weeks. You don't want that PR, negative PR on your home floor. Like you don't want a guy to come see Jokic from Serbia the only time and Jokic sits out because it's a back to back. Like now, if that shit happens somewhere else, then you kind of can deal with that. But if it happens in Denver, nah, they're not gonna do that to their own crowd. So, for whatever that's worth. Timeout Sports, good to see you in here. I don't know if that's a greater or less, but that should be a greater.
hey, I
Yeah.
gotta bring it. I gotta bring
Um,
it.
Flow spicy today.
I
Yeah.
have
Flo bringing
to.
it.
The last 2 weeks
Uh,
have taught me like this whole like be like listen, you want to be smart, you want to be conservative, you don't want to have like 25 million plays. But like when you have like that spidey sense, like man, like what's one I didn't give to the timeline? I didn't even take it because I have to. Quentin Grimes threes the last game was like so free. It was like 1.5. And I don't like it as much. Like to me, like another one, like I haven't taken it yet, but like Josh Hart's rebounds, like go look at what Tari Eason did off the bench versus the Sixers. Like when the players talk, I just like listen, because a lot of times they'll give you the bet to make. Pat Bev came out of his mouth, said, "We don't
yeah.
know how we're gonna keep OG and Josh off the glass." His words.
Yeah. Nah, them player podcasts definitely do work for sure. They definitely do work. And as far as having like a lot of plays and all this shit, like y'all already know how I say. I'm a Discord. I am a Discord.
Yeah.
So, generally in the Discord you're gonna get, 5 to 8 cappers, and they're gonna give you 5 to 8 straights, and they're gonna give you 5 to 8 parlays. Well,
Facts.
I ain't gonna give you 40, but I might give you 15 in the day. I'm a Discord, rock with me. We
My
cash.
problem is that like
Uh,
all of mine are in the same game, so that's my problem.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Now I know, shout out to the homie, the goated crispy capping for sure. He always warns people against playing too much in one game, which makes sense. He's
yeah,
obviously
facts.
successful for a reason. That makes sense because if the fucking shit goes under and you got all these overs in the game, might not be looking so good. You know what I'm saying? When you got these unders and it goes over, but sometimes if you know it, like me, I know Detroit. So I don't have no issue playing like 3 or 4 props in that game. Like I know Jalen Duren. So I don't have no issues playing his shit. Flo knows his Knicks. So a lot of times he don't have no issues playing them. So yeah. Kissa shouted out. I can't see that profile pic. I think I don't know if that's a dreamer or a dream girl. But yeah, Kissler, I cashed on that Kawhi PRA blocks and steals that you said you put and guess what? Gonna be putting a half unit on it again tonight. But they said they cashed on the half unit the other day. Appreciate it. Yeah, Kawhi's a wagon. Kawhi's a wagon. Happy Friday. Appreciate it, Dream Girls on the check-in. Like, share, sub, less cash for sure. I'm so used to watching these shows on 2 times speed. It sounds like y'all talking in slow motion right now. Yo, that's what's up. I appreciate the people who watch the show when we done. You are the people I'll put the timestamps on for, and I will definitely have the timestamps on as soon as we get off of here. I will throw them timestamps on. Yo, that is hilarious. But see, that's how you're supposed to do it. 1.5 or 2 times and get it over with quick. That's what's up. It's over plus 1,000. I'm driving, can't see my best lips right now, my boy. Okay, man, drive safe. Jesus Christ, come on. I appreciate you rocking with me while you're driving. Hopefully, I made that drive home quicker for you. But yeah, don't, man, because that I'm bad at that shit. I'll be doing too much shit on my phone. I've gotten much better at that. Yeah, don't it ain't worth it. Trust me. So I appreciate it. Yeah, but around plus 1,000.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, CJ Unders. Hey, hey,
Yeah, I saw
hey.
his write up was pretty sharp. I was reading that before we got on here. It's a
Yeah, I
sharp
gotta
write up.
check it out. Yeah, man, I gotta check it out. And I'm sure when I get on Twitter, whoa, shit'll pop up. Your shit, everybody shit'll pop up. So I'll be able to see what y'all on and shit. Oh well, we already know what you want, but I played CJ under 19.5 points. Only averaged 16, well, basically 17, 36 with Zion and Ingram since last year. Okay. Under a 9 of 15 with Zion this year. Okay. Clips are super slow and a great D. Okay. 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 Now, only thing I would say against that, First of all, obviously a sharp look, great write-up. Only thing I would say against that, well, first I'll give something for that. 30 and 30 for them boys last time they played. Ingram had 30 and Zion had 30. Now, CJ didn't play, I don't believe, but still, for what it's worth, 30 and 30. But only thing I will say is I think CJ may have the best defensive assignment tonight, though, because Harden's probably going to guard him. Whereas you got Kawhi and PG on the other wings. Now, with that being said, Kawhi and PG were on the other wings, and them other wings did get 30 last game. Also, Kawhi, 32 shots last time these teams played.
Wow.
And the Clippers, and the Clippers was fully healthy. I don't know what the fuck Kawhi was on. I don't know if he got something with Zion or Ingram or something. I seen that shit jump, and I don't know if it was overtime or what. 32 shots, and Kawhi just had normal 23, 25. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. Harden didn't play that well, but he did have 10 assists. So, just give me.
I hate to say it, but man, the Clippers are coming. They look really good.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, they look good. Quickly, points and Sabonis assists for my
Love
Kings
both of
tonight.
those. Love
This
both of
should
those.
be a high-scoring game. That's close, especially with the loss of OG. Love quickly to cook and Sabonis to facilitate.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
I
love
like.
dead on.
I
I
think
love both.
Sabonis rebounds for sure. I was almost going to get there with his R plus A, but I don't know what his assists are at. But I'll probably dumb down his assists for my my stepped up shit or for something. Good shit, Kyle. And Flo agrees with you.
Yeah, man.
25
Bonus
quickly
is going to kill that
points.
front line.
25 from quickly and 10 for
That's
Sabonis
nice.
is a plus 1,200 on
That's
DK.
nice.
I feel like that should be a little more, bro. I feel like 25 from quickly should be like a plus. Well, nah, actually, no. That's a good price.
Yeah, but you saw what the head coach said to quickly at halftime because he was kind of having like an up and down first half against Memphis. He goes to him and says, yeah, I was watching the game. He, like, quickly, he's like a joyful guy. He's always like jumping around, smiling. And he just looked like he just was trying to fit in. Coach goes to him and says, you're not having fun. Go have fun. Quickly said after the game, no one's ever said that to him. And that's why he had that explosion in the second half. So what better place to have fun than against the Kings in a YMCA game?
No, that's true. But also, I just feel like, I don't know Scotty, but I feel like Scotty Barnes is looming. Like, all right, nigga, come over here, dude. Don't, nigga, don't.
Yeah, it's still Scotty's show.
Now.
It's still Scotty's show.
Chill out.
Yeah, don't
chill
get
out,
twisted.
my guy, with these shots. You get you about 17, 18. Anything over
20.
You
get you little 12 shots with 5 threes.
Yeah, now we got Siakam over here. He gonna go for 30 tonight. Now I got your ass over here pulling like
man.
shit.
Siakam probably like, yo, quick, take these shots. I'm about to get traded off to like, the Kings or something.
Somewhere, yeah. He need to go somewhere to help a team. Indiana, he'd be good in Detroit too.
Oh,
what's the vibes, fellas? I'm rolling with Aaron Gordon double again tonight. Yeah, I think he had one last night. Dude got bit by a dog and turned into an animal, no pun intended. Even off of back-to-back, I like it. Yeah, I like Aaron Gordon. I may get there with his double. May get there with the rebounds, but I may get there with the base points. But yeah, Aaron Gordon could not talk you off of it. Just look at his history versus Orlando for sure. So I like that. Malik Monk assists again. That nigga be pissing me off. Because how can we not with this hit rate at home and the weekend right? You know how I cannot, because Malik Monk is one of those guys who started to remind me of Jordan Clarkson. Maybe I'll mess with it tonight, maybe, but bro, I don't know. Like, that game against Charlotte turned me off. He did not get the minutes he was supposed to get that game until like maybe the fourth quarter. But like, and it was a game before that I was on his assist and he didn't even play like the first half. Like, I think with that coach, with y'all coach, Mike Brown seems like a Tibbs guy, a hot or not guy. If you're hot, then we're gonna rock with you off the bench. If you're not, you're not gonna play. And Malik Monk, I gotta look at his game log, but I know for a fact a game I had money on Malik Monk. This motherfucker came out in the first half, had like 2 turnovers in the first 5 minutes, and literally only got 5 or 6 minutes the first half. He might have played his full course the second half, but I ain't got time for that shit, bro. I ain't got time. Now, low key, Malik Monk with them PRA steals and blocks. I think he's covered that his last 3 games. Low key. Line was started at like a 640, now it's at like a plus 400. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. My boy said he's convinced on OG rebounds and Aaron Gordon revenge. What's the vibes, man? Hey, big vibes, man.
Yeah, tell responsibly. Hopefully come through. I like it.
Yeah, for sure. All my players are down there for sure. Y'all can run it back for Flo.
Quickly is gonna kill. They just gotta give him the keys, man. Quickly's been dying for this moment, busting his ass, working hard. Like, this is his moment. I really believe like he's gonna go off in these games. I love Quickly so much. I would still do the trade over, but it was a win. I just think it was like a win-win. I don't think there's a losing this trade. I think it was a win-win.
Yeah, it could be a win-win trade for sure. Colin said he definitely sees quickly draining some threes, skipping around the court and smiling. Got him in his fantasy league in Bev Road, No Hill. Surprised you ain't on Detroit player props, Brody. I may get there a little later, honestly. And I spoke about this before yesterday, and it's so funny because I actually like this slate. But I said I think I'm starting to hate big slates because it's too much, and it's so
Yeah.
much that I end up forgetting to play shit because you know how these lines drop. Some of these lines drop literally 15 minutes before the game start. And by that time, I'm already watching other bets that I have tracked. So I forget to be like, oh shit, Dayron Sharp. I wanted to play him. And then I look up at his game, you know. So these big slates is tough for me to get to every game to cap. And honestly, Duran is my guy. So if there was a play, it's always Duran 2 assists with something, you know, that to get it at something good. I was liking Duran under blocks, but they finally got hit to that. And now that his blocks went from 1.5, which it really shouldn't have never been, because my boy ain't got 2 blocks in a bunch of games. Now it's at just 1 block. It's over under 1 block. So I can't really go there. Jaden Ivey rebounds and assists couldn't talk you off, but guess what? He hasn't been playing the fourth quarter because Alex Burks. Alex Burks couldn't talk you off, but there's no Alex Burks props. Bogdanovich rebounds is something that I was thinking, just a gut play, just because if I think Duran may struggle to rebound tonight, now still Duran can struggle and get 12 rebounds. But if I'm worried about Duran being pulled out from Steph and CP3, pulling him out and trying to, you know, boogie on him, then I got to like Bogdanovich rebounds, you know. So that's it. But generally with Detroit, I have a clear, you know, idea what I want to play. But just watching Golden State last night now. Now, if for some reason Steph doesn't play tonight, which I highly doubt, because the game's not in Detroit. But if Steph don't play tonight, then yeah, I'm all over during ladder rebounds and all that shit. And I still may get there because Beef Stew had like 16 and 11. His first, because these teams already played. Steph had like 34. And Clay went over his point prop, the Detroit system, for whatever that's worth. Detroit system still hitting. Clarkston and goddamn Lloyd Marketing, I believe, went over his too. But yeah, and I got taken off. I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, with Detroit, you couldn't talk you off of Steph, couldn't talk you off of Clay, and Durant still may get his shit because Beef Stew had 16 and 11. Bagley didn't do shit the first game. Who else got right the first game? Clay got right. Steph, and that was it really. So yeah. But yeah, there you go. There go your Detroit portion of the program. Good luck on everybody's plays. Yeah, for sure. Let's cash. Oh shit, Casey. Oh well, then. Oh well, damn. I'm about to get on. So Casey, real quick, how you feel about what I said? You don't care about that? You don't think that Steph gonna try and pull him out? To and same thing with CP3. You don't think that's gonna happen? Because that's basically, in my opinion, now another reason why Jokic didn't get his 10 rebounds is because Michael Porter Jr. may have had like 7 or 8, and Aaron Gordon might have had 9 or 10. Still, though, Jokic still should have got his rebounds. But a lot of the Jokic not getting rebounds, I thought was because when I was watching that game, he was getting pulled out. Even the last possession, he was getting pulled out, and they had to bring help. Yeah, Gordon had 9. Yeah. So I just worry about Duran getting pulled out. And another thing I worry about now, hopefully, is King Duran, so he should cash you out. But another thing I worry about is foul trouble too. Like he's still a young player, and Steph with him out there, oh my God, I could just Jesus Christ, he's gonna get 3 fouls. Oh, hopefully he does it, but I worry about that. But now that KC is on it, and she is definitely our warrior expert. We don't get
You love
fouls,
to see
man.
it. You're like, I just love when we come together and like bring minds
Yeah,
together.
for
There's too many
sure.
smart minds, man.
Yeah,
Bring them all
she's
together.
the
Let's go.
warrior expert.
Oh, you know what's another sneaky
Austin.
one I like? I have nothing to pair it with. Is them damn Embiid 9.5 free throws on Prize Picks. Listen, I'm a Jaden Knicks
Prize
fan.
Picks still open?
Bro, they literally released an email saying, hey, after January 1st, you cannot use Prize Picks in New York. Cool. So January 2nd, I go up on there. I just try to put something in, it goes through. I was like, okay, I guess you can still use it, and you still can use it. But
Nah, because I've
listen,
seen some New York
yeah,
cappers I know sharing Prize Picks. I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe they got different. My boy Marty Bird, but I think he in Buffalo, and he got like 100,000 followers. I seen him put out like Prize Picks or some shit. I'm like, nigga, he must got the damn whatever you call that shit, the shit to
oh, the
switch his shit.
VPN.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe
Yeah,
that's what he got. But
yeah.
nah, you think it's just working still?
No, it works. It works. I
Okay.
used it, but listen, I have like 95 million plays. I'm not trying to add one more. But I'm telling you, if you had like a bunch of squares you like, one I would throw up for consideration is them damn Embiid 9.5 free throws. I don't know what it is. We play this dude. I want to say the last 7 times we played him, one time he had 9. It was the last one. The previous 7 he had like 11 plus. His games were like 18, 19, 20. Like, I love my dog Hardenstein. I just know that him and Precious and Taj Gibson are food tonight. They're
Yeah, I
food.
actually might load up on Prize Picks and just do him and Trey Young, just a little two man, and just take my money and go. If I see anything else that sticks out to me, and it should on this big slate, but I might
Which
just play
square
those
would you
two.
use?
Huh?
Which square with Trey would you use?
Free throws. Those two, I
Oh, free
always
throws.
play those
Oh,
two
okay.
free throws together. Yeah,
Okay,
those
bet.
two are free throw merchants. Now back to KC. As far as Steph, man, Steph be getting calls. That's a Warrior fan. I don't want to hear it. Steph get calls. Now he didn't get that last call. He didn't get a couple fourth quarter calls against Jokic, where I saw he did get bumped when he did get the switch on
Yeah.
Jokic, but that's Jokic. This Duran blow on Steph calls. That's crazy. But Duran just look at Steph. He gonna get a goddamn this goddamn foul. So, but no, if Casey on it, she's the Warriors expert. KD know her Warriors like Flo know his Knicks. I'm telling y'all now. So if
Yep.
Casey on Duran rebounds, I'm gonna get there in some capacity
I
because it
seen the
don't take
magic.
much for me. It don't.
Yeah.
It don't
Casey
take
said,
much.
"What about the war?" I'm in. Done.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm
Done.
so shout thank you, KC, for pulling up on this because I wouldn't you know what I'm saying? Sabonis and Jokic lead the league in deferred rebounds. Interesting. What
Third
that
rebound.
mean? Deferred
Third
rebounds.
rebound. What do
So
you mean by that?
rebounds
Like
that
kind of
they
like
should
rebounds
get,
that like they should have that someone else grabs,
that they
or
just let their person get. Sabonis would shock me. Jokic, I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked with MPJ around and Aaron Gordon around. I wouldn't be shocked. But what do deferred mean? I stay learning shit from the Dreamers. Appreciate you, Colin. Let me know what that means. No, for real, for real. Check the free throws. He don't get much. Okay, I will. Sarek at the 5. Nah. Wait, is Looney ruled out? Did I miss something while I was on the show? If
that's
I mean, if Sarek at the 5, then yeah, Duran to the moon. But y'all still got Trace Jackson Davis, who I think is going to be a decent matchup. He's older than Jalen Duran, and he was a 4-year starter at
yep.
Indiana.
He's a solid player. Solid player
Okay,
for them.
look, I love yo. KC is on it. She said Looney on the back to back. Oh hell nah. Shout out to the Green Room Dynasty. That's like Flo. I mean, that's like my boy Ski. That's something that Ski is saying. Oh hell nah. But okay. Sorry, got the 5. Okay, Kerr playing matchup. Oh shit! I ain't even gonna start with her boy Kaminga. We be here for another 30 minutes talking about her and her boy Kaminga, who didn't get no fourth quarter minutes last night after balling the first 3 quarters. I digress. Okay, so Colin said, yeah, they let their teammate grab the board instead. Wow, I'm surprised about Sabonis with that. Not Jokic, because Jokic be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I'm surprised about Sabonis. Great stat, Colin. So Looney on the back to back. So that bill will be sorry. Okay. What I will say is Trace Jackson Davis may have a good game tonight, KC, because again, he was a dog in college.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Rugged.
not gonna be intimidated by Jalen Duran tonight. Now Jalen Duran's probably gonna throw his ass in the rim a couple times because he's just a man child. You know what I'm saying? But he's not gonna be afraid of Duran tonight. Trace Jackson Davis double might be worth it tonight. I'm gonna have to get off of here and look. I just feel Kelly Oubre's threes just leaving the playability as I talk with these comments. But I fuck with y'all, so we're gonna keep chopping it up. They're gonna be fouling Durham, maybe 15 points. Are they gonna be fouling Durham?
That's the 1.5 for
Yeah,
Uso.
maybe I could see them fouling Durham. Golden State do be hacking the shit out of niggas. Good shit, Beverly. Yeah, I mean, if you like Durham,
Hold on.
15 and 12 just seems like the logical play for Durham. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, free JK. I love Trace. Yeah, Trace tonight. Yeah, Trace. Duran gonna get hacked. Okay, there you go. She said Duran is gonna get fouled tonight. I believe her. I believe. Yeah, and I thought I saw a stat that said Golden State do be hacking niggas. Long story short, like Golden State do be hacking niggas. So, All right, y'all. The show done moved to an hour and a half. I still will have these timestamps on. Um, that was 60 minutes of looks and comments. Well, no, that was 33 minutes of looks
That
and
was very
comments.
insightful.
That's very insightful. We got some stuff that we could play. I got some stuff I wrote down. And I will run through the comments again as soon as I get off this stream. But yeah, check us out. I'm about to be in my boy Crispy Captain Spaces. I'm about to, y'all know the vibes. I'm about to get some food, go to Crispy Captain Spaces, and then whip up a few more plays. That's the routine. So before we enjoy this Friday night. So Flo, no recapping plays. They'll watch it back.
Yeah, yes,
But
sir.
just, your last words. Tell them where to follow
Yeah.
you. Make sure y'all sub to my boy's channel. Shout out to Bitsy. She was actually watching last week from Flo's channel to
Oh, I
support. So shout out
appreciate
to
that.
Dream Girl Bitsy who do pop in when she can. Shout it out to her. But yeah, Flo, promote yourself and then we up out of here.
First off, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for the love, the support, everything. Like, I'm not
Love
like a
it.
professional capper from like last year, this year. I'm just glad that we coming together as a community. Healthy Gambling Twitter. You can follow me on YouTube, Sports with Flo. Follow me on Twitter, Stefan Flo Rival, Stefan Florville. That's my name. So let's get this money. Let's cash. Let's have a good time. Friday night. Appreciate y'all. See y'all on the timeline. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, big shit. So y'all know always I appreciate y'all. I talk my shit about the likes and all that shit, but I definitely appreciate y'all. We getting close to 800 subs, man. And I just remember like being like, damn, I can't wait to get to 100. I wonder how that's gonna look. So, always appreciate y'all rocking with me. But as always, y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash. We gotta have it. So let's get it.